John Stenka here for ICGales.com with Iona College softball head coach Melissa Inouye. Melissa, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You guys just got back from a West Coast trip. What were your takeaways from that trip? A couple big wins for you guys.
Yeah, it was really nice, obviously, to open up the tournament with a win against a Big Ten opponent, Maryland. They had previously beaten #1 team in the country, Florida, and a top 25 Missouri team. So it was nice to start off the tournament with that. I would have liked a couple more wins during that tournament, but we did battle. We competed. We had a good competition out there. We lost a couple of tough games, but overall, pretty good trip. And, you know, with the West Coast trip, we always try to bring our juniors and seniors back to where they're from. And this senior class, we had 2 that were from the area. So it was important for them to play in front of their fans and family and friends. And, you know, we were spoiled out there with some team meals and things like that, and obviously the great California scenery and the hot weather.
I'm sure the hot weather was a big selling point. But obviously this West Coast trip is to play, but also for a team bonding experience. So how do you balance those two aspects?
Well, you know, we definitely obviously reiterate to them it is a business trip. And then obviously when we have some downtime, there'll be more than enough time for them to hang out with their family. And then, you know, we were able to go based on the tournament schedule to Huntington Beach, and then we went to Big Bear, and then also the homes of some of the seniors like Kelsey Long in Yucaipa, California.
What was it like to have some of the alumni come back and watch the games?
Yeah, we had some alums, Jody Peterson's, her and her mom, Alex and Hen's parents, Eileen McCann's parents, and then obviously last year seniors, Jordan Courage, Alan Clark, and Carly Argall. That just shows a lot that they care about the program and that they, you know, want to see it continue to be in good hands. And if anything, they want to just be back around with their teammates and sisters.
One thing that was made evident on the West Coast trip was a 3-man rotation that you're running with Marnie Skinner, Alana Evans, and Jessica Harkness. Can you talk a little bit about that and how that rotation was built?
Yeah, they all complement each other really well. Jess being a lefty, and then Lonnie being more of a power pitcher, as well as Marnie, and then her being new to the rotation and the team as a freshman. But they've all three done a great job with the ball. It's been really nice to kind of have a solid 3-man rotation, and I think they're always ready to go at any time. I mean, we've been able to use maybe 1 to 2 each game, but I've been really happy with the 3-man rotation so far.
And the 3-4 spot in your order have been absolutely killing it with Kristen Turner and Tori Danner. Tori Danner already surpassing her home run total from last year. How brutal has that 3-4 spot been for you guys?
It's been nice. You know, I always have to be cautious of where I put Kristen Turner because I'm not sure, especially when we get to conference play, if people are going to pitch to her. So it is important whoever's in front of her or behind her can protect her so that she can still get some pitches to hit. Tori, I think that's just a credit to her work ethic. I mean, the kid puts in a lot of swings on her own time as well as always asking us for extra BP. But it's nice to see her because she's been catching on a more regular starting basis that I think that has been evident to her at bats. And that's obviously been, you know, with her success offensively. So happy for the player because obviously Tori puts in a lot of work, but it's been nice to have some protection behind Turner.
Touching on Turner, she has to learn how to be disciplined at the plate because not everyone's going to want to throw to her. How do you coach that in her?
You know, if you ever come to one of our games, you'll see me kind of draw a square or I'll keep my hands like that. And that basically is telling her swing within the strike zone and make sure you're swinging at stuff on the corners. So, you know, we just constantly remind her of, you know, make sure you're swinging at good pitches. If you get walked, you get walked, and it's the person's job behind her to pick her up. So we don't really touch mechanics with her because she's kind of a hitter by nature. I think she was probably born as a hitter. So we just try to remind her to stay disciplined at the plate and then just get a good pitch. And if you do, then put a good swing on it. So.
You touched on Marnie in the circle performing well for you guys. How about the freshmen at the plate? Jasmine Temple and Rebecca Gabbard have been performing pretty well in the batter's box.
Yeah, they. You know, it's nice to get some production out of some freshmen because a lot of people don't know them either, so there's not much kind of reports on them. But it's been nice. Jazz had a really good Elon tournament, and then a couple of hits out in California, and then Rebecca got some time out in center field and was able to put the bat on the ball. And you know, with her, if she puts a bat on the ball, she's able to run things out because of her speed and her length. So it's been nice to have some freshman production for sure.
The non-conference season is winding down. You guys have a couple home games in this upcoming week, and then before you know it, conference play starts. What are the few things you're going to be tuning up before MAC play begins?
Well, we're still focusing on finishing up Phase 1, which is our preseason non-conference. So we've got Penn on Saturday, and then we kind of are starting in Phase 2 for our season, which is going to be midweek games in conference MAC play. So just taking it one thing at a time, still staying within our process, and we're really just focusing on finishing Phase 1 and then getting ready for Phase 2.
All right, that's head coach Melissa Inouye, head coach of the Iona College softball program. Coach, thanks for joining me. For ICGales.com, I'm Jonathan Stanko.